set the record straight.
I mean, like, do I have a son? Are you telling me something right now?
No.
I didn't know I was going to find this out on ITP Live.
Welcome to the ITP Live Show, and today we have someone very special.
Guys, we are here with Ben Phillips, all the way from the UK, one of the biggest content creators. I'll give you a round of applause for that.
When I said we had someone special, I meant myself.
That's why I pointed to you. I literally pointed to you then as well.
We're talking to Ben. We're going to ask him a couple questions. I know all of you want to know all about him.
Jokes aside, we're not going to prank you. We're not going to scare you or anything. You're such a nice guy. You're such a happy guy. We want to know more.
I have to be a happy and nice guy.
We want to know more. We want to know the real you. We're not saying that the other side is not the real you, but we want to see more dimensions today.
No, sure, let's do it. This is exciting, and I'm very happy to be here, guys. Ask me whatever you want to ask me. I'm ready. But I got my lawyers on speed dial, so let's go.
Guys, give us a thumbs up because we're going to ask him everything and everything. So let's get to it. How did it all start?
Do you know what? Everyone says that to me. How does it all start? And like, I get it, because how does a prank channel even start? Like, there's one day you're just like, I want to make a prank channel. Cut a long story short, in a nutshell, I was doing a prank with my brother. I did the magic penny trick. You put a penny into the bottle of water, make it disappear. Tell him to look over it, bang, water in his face straight away.
I saw that one.
He's like, bang, and everything. And it just rolled on to so many other different pranks he did, where I was, super gluing his hand to his head with hair gel, putting super glue in his hair gel. He's in A&E. And then it's always about like, how do you do a better one? How do you do a much bigger one? Like,
so the first 10, 20 went viral.
Yeah, which
instantly
doesn't, like, let's face it, if you go and make a prank, tomorrow, like on each other, like, it's the chances of it going viral is actually slim.
Yeah, but what do you think was special about it?
Honestly, because we're in the UK and you've got Wales, England, Scotland, I think it was about us being Welsh, our accents, and Welsh people are normally perceived as stupid. And the thing is, Elliot is more than stupid. He's a clown.
In real life.
It was funny having like I'm more intellectual than Elliot, so he was like the smart Welsh guy and he was like the stupid Welsh guy.
Yeah.
But essentially, they're both clowns.
You growing up, you wanted to be a celebrity at any point?
Oh, do you know what? No, I didn't. I never wanted that, because I remember watching Disney Channel, watching Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, and I was
Absolutely love it.
I was like, oh, I don't ever want that life. I would hate it. But I remember thinking, how did that happen? And how that would never come near my lifetime. So I would just focus on doing what, everyone else is focused on, a subject and getting bigger. So when YouTube came around, he was like, you've got no choice. This is just dropped on your head. And he was like, oh, is this good? Is this bad? I don't know. And my mother was like, this is terrible. This is disappointing. You shouldn't be on the YouTube. It's evil. What do you think about your son doing prank videos? And she was like, I think it's silly and disappointing. He should have got into electronics like the rest of the family, and he's a disappointment.
Does she still think that?
No, now she's supportive. She is, After buying her a house and a car, but when...
There you go.
But what about Elliot? At that time, everyone was making fun of him. Like, everyone thought he was an actual victim.
Elliot,
I remember watching the videos.
They still do, bro.
They still do. Did he get bullied for it?
No, because you were watching him essentially be bullied, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
so you were laughing at him as well, but it was like, for him, he went out into public, and I remember he come back and he said, I've just been mobbed by like 300 people. And I said, why have you mobbed by 300 people? He was like, I went down to the bloody market to get some fruit, and the next thing you know, 300 people are saying selfies and going, sorry, bro, and poor Elliot. And I'm like, Elliot, calm down. No, Ben, because all the strawberries ran out by the time I had the flipping selfie. I know, I haven't got my strawberries. And I'm laughing at him, thinking, oh, chill out, Elliot, calm down. And I was like, okay, cool, this is mad. What if I go out? So we went to Leicester Square, and 12,000 people turned up, and it was like, whoa. It was a big deal, it was, and it became a massive thing, and it was crazy sort of situations. And then that's where things really changed, when I think a lot of companies saw like, wow, these guys have got, engagement on the street.
Before adapting to the fame, who did you become? Because I know after adapting to the fame and understanding how big it was and the money that was coming,
was there a monster ever?
Well, after receiving all these hits and I hate the word fame. Ugh. Not a monster, no. I just I always wanted to be an inventor before, if I wanted to. I was an inventor. I honestly was trying to invent stuff all the time in my mum and dad's garage. I kind of brought up this comedy side of me. I always loved comedy, and I was brought up, funny enough, watching a lot of the old programs in the UK. The fame thing is always scary. That's always scary. It's always like, because of people have personal problems. One thing that I developed from this, and I say stupid job, is anxiety.
A lot of people have been saying, a lot of content creators now, about handling mental health. How do you handle it?
My mental health is fine, but the anxiety side of it being that is difficult when we got invited the other day to NFL, you know, NFL football. They said, come down to the UK, you know, come down and watch the game. And I'm in this stadium and like people are taking photos of you, but people are taking photos of everything. But your mental state goes a bit loopy because you're like, wait, they're taking photos of me, and you can't relax for 2 minutes. And you're trying to relax. And then my cameraman had the vlog camera rolling. He's recording everything. And I've gone from being like, yo guys, today we're at the NFL. We're going to hit the ball. It's going to be amazing. They're going to win. This is going to happen. And then I was like, oh, 2 seconds, bro. I'm just going to work this out. And I was sitting there like looking at the crowd. At this point, I didn't even realize it myself. My whole vision, the only way to explain anxiety, my whole zone gone. But I look normal on the outside. That's what happens. You know it. And I was just like shaking my leg like that. And he's like recording. And he records this whole 20-minute ordeal where I'm literally just like frozen this anxiety stick. And I'm like, oh, bro, I gotta go. And he's like, what? I'm like, oh, I gotta go, bro. Like, I'm literally cut the vlog. I'm so angry because I'm an anxiety attack. We're in the taxi and he's got the camera recording. Legitimately without me knowing, and I kind of went off on him. I said, you shouldn't be recording that stuff, bro. That's my problems. I got really angry at him. But he was like, bro, I just recorded for you in case. 4 weeks later, I decided to post that footage. The amount of creators that hit me up being like, bro, you just explained anxiety for the first time in a nutshell, what it looks like and feels like, because I was sitting in the stadium. That's what it feels like as a creator. Okay. Millions of people.
Amplified.
Bang.
You've had anxiety before fame.
No, bro. No.
So fame created for you.
As soon as social media happened, that's what I was saying to you. A monster didn't come with it. It was a demon.
And how do you deal with it now?
A problem shared is a problem halved. It's where, you know, I tell you, and so I tell you a problem, you half it by helping me. So I gave it to the world, and I turned it into a millionth by getting loads of views and people explaining to me, talking back and forth, and we were talking to each other about it, and I would talk to fans, and I've kind of dealt with it in a better way. And I've learned from even just people who follow me would give me tips. They were like, focus on this, focus on that. You know, remember it's not this, it's not that. You could be anxious over someone's cheating on you. You could be anxious over the fact you're going to lose your job. You could be anxious over the fact of, oh my gosh, you've got no money. Those are greed factors. Or then you could be anxious over something you can't even control. So anxiety splits 4 ways.
And it can be very small things too. I know as somebody who's also dealt with that. Little things that don't matter at all.
I'm a happy person, yet I deal with anxiety.
Bro, that's what they were like, you're the prankster though. How can you have anxiety? You're constantly
shocked.
Like, yo guys, it's amazing. Like, you know, laughing. How's that possible? And it's not, we're all humans. It doesn't matter how many followers you got.
Going back to just, you know, you creating your videos and your content.
Yeah.
How long does it take you from start to finish to sort of execute a concept?
Prank?
Yeah.
Like an hour.
Really?
Today I'm gonna go and, I don't know, I'm gonna fuse all these lights right now and it's gonna be pitch black and we're gonna think there's a ghost near you. You go stand in the closet, make some noises, you record it, bang. It's gotta be happened there and then. Take it, let's give it to my editor edits it. It's in YouTube private, ready to upload.
So it's all like in the moment.
Bang, 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 bang,
So
bang.
there's a bit of acting in it. So you've said before that it's not authentic. Like Elliot is not constantly.
No, Elliot's thoughts and anger patterns are authentic. I think it's the team behind it is the problem.
I've read that online.
Yeah.
So is Elliot actually angry quite often?
Elliot is a nasty piece of work. Elliot's just been given his own channel and it's the funniest thing ever because there's no filters.
Do brands want to work with someone like that?
No, of course they don't. Brands don't want to work with me, so why would they want to work with Elliot? I think brands are scared of reality. They're scared of truth, you know? They like everything to be like, oh, la-di-da, today it's perfect. How are you? What's going on? Yo, you can act something, bro, right? But as long as you're true to yourself, like we're talking about anxiety or something, for example, or we're talking about brands, you know? I'm real. I'm like, no brands invest in me, all right? Some do. Like, I think the last brand deal I had was Fortnite. Fortnite were like, yo, because they were like, these guys are cool, they're real people. Kids look up to them, they want to play the same game as these guys. We made I can't say their name for legal reasons, the biggest super glue company in the world. I doubled their sales, I did, in 1 year.
That's crazy.
However,
and they would not admit it.
Because for them, it's a negative association.
They would not admit it, they would not come to terms with it, that every person started being memorized by this one super glue brand. It's so obvious, you can look at it. It's the one, it's red and blue.
This takes me to another question is, your responsibility towards kids, because kids, they adore you. I am somehow a kid with existential crisis, don't want to grow older, and I absolutely adore your content, but it's if I do it on somebody,
you'll go to jail.
I go to jail, or I might hurt them, because you are a professional prankster.
Yeah,
kids are not. They might burn someone's head.
The fact that even though you two know each other is fine, but like if you went and did it on, honestly, the most random person tomorrow, the chances are they're going to file a report against you. You're going to be in the jail for 4 days, 5 days, maybe longer, and you're going to be saying like it was a prank. you've got to have proof behind it. You cannot have a prank channel with 1 subscriber, prank someone, and not expect to be in jail or backlash. It's a problem. I only went out to public pranks when we got to like 13 million followers over all our platforms. That's when I tried a few proper public pranks.
And how did the public react to it?
No, that was fine, because then they're like, oh, Ben Phillips. Like, that's the point, see?
Okay,
oh, it's Ben Phillips prank.
So you can't just be a random person.
It's like Ashton Kutcher from Punk'd back in the day, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, Ashton Kutcher, hey, Punk'd, you know?
It's okay if he punks
It's
us.
fine.
But now, because everyone feels easily bullied, which I do respect that, but pranks, they do bully people. So how this fine line of you pranking someone and they don't feel violated?
Yeah, if you're gonna play a prank, you gotta remember it's a memory and a fun memory between you and someone you know. It shouldn't be on someone random. I'm gonna put it out there, do not prank random people.
Or your colleague. Do you and Elliot have a line? Like, do you know if there's a time when you're like, no, I'm not gonna prank you, whether that's like Christmas or birthdays? Probably when you're more likely to prank.
Well, no, because that's a great time for you. That's when you're at home watching videos, so I'm gonna be making them.
So there's like no boundaries.
like-
No boundaries, zero boundaries.
Can Elliot just
Right now,
sit
right now
on
is
the
it.
couch and
Right
be
now.
like,
Yeah.
oh, right now?
Oh, I'm in Dubai.
Elliot
He's in
can
UK.
only sit safely at his own
He
couch.
doesn't go on holidays, bro. He stays at home when I go. He loves it. That's his time to be normal. I backlog all the pranks, so I have like 7, 8 already made. I have about like 15 made right now.
Okay, he's already turned me into Kylie Jenner, and he's
Let's turn
modified
her
my
into Kylie
body.
Jenner again. Look at that.
Let's have Justin Bieber.
You actually look
Guys.
like him.
That's good.
Guys, no.
No.
I'm glad everyone's enjoying this right now.
Let's just put a black layer on top of her.
At least I don't have an imaginary girlfriend named Clara.
Oh, hey, Clara.
Yo, I think you'd look good if we turned you to Jeffree Star.
No. Moving on.
Now that you find yourself in power of influence or having the power of influence, do you find that, or do you ever have issues with people trying to, I guess, befriend you specifically for your influence?
When you get a bit of fame, let's say that, when you get a bit of fame and a bit of popularity, you think, do you know what? The people that are going to be so proud of me is going to be my friends I grew up with, my family. Your family are probably, but you know, your school friends, the people I worked with, that person down the road, the butcher, the chip shop person, whatever. You generally think they're going to support you. Do you know what? Every single one of them fall off the planet. Because the one thing that people can't stand, it's success. It's a jealousy problem it is. And this might not be everyone, but I can tell you for a fact, it's a majority. They can't swallow what's going on. They don't understand it, especially in social media specifically. They cannot swallow how you have gone from there to there, because we've all got Facebook, we've all got YouTube, we've all got Instagram, so why didn't I get it? Why did you get it? I can't get that. I'm gonna go back to my life, you know? And it's a really sad point that happens to a lot of social media stars, which is a point of, you know, loneliness as well. Honestly, like all of my friends from my whole life, gone.
Really?
Like maybe 1 or 2 like say hello or talk to me or hit me up like, yo, do you want to invest in this? Or yo, you know, can you post this? Can you share this? And it's like, wow. I employed a lot of my friends to come with my company.
And how did that?
So like, no, them ones are still there. They're all there. They are because like they believed and they got to see what was inside it. Everyone outside the circle gone. Like even to the point where people were like, oh, why did you employ them? Why did you employ me? If right now, you know, we were friends for a long time and all of a sudden I was like, yo, you know, you turned into a movie star and you were Tom Cruise or whatever. I'm like, bro, how did you do, like, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Can I help you even?
Fans or girlfriend?
What? Oh, she just texted me, oh God.
Oh, okay.
Are we going for dinner or not? Fans. Yeah, no.
Right, so
So basically, you picked your fans over your girlfriend. And yeah.
I've only had 2 things I'd give everything up for, and you were one, and that was like in a photo too on Instagram, because there's having everyone, and then there's having someone.
do you think we'll ever see you put a ring on it anytime?
Everyone asks me that. I get in the comments all the time. I've always believed in finding the right one, and like she's definitely the one, but in my own time, obviously. Yeah, it's got to be something special.
Although I've seen you and your girlfriend live, and I've seen how genuine and authentic the relationship is. But I've read a lot of comments that say that you guys are faking it for the social media. What do you have to say about that?
It's far from fake. Like honestly, you'd be able to see through fake cracks. It's that obvious. I've known Georgia for 9 years, by the way, before I was famous.
Oh, wow.
All right?
You know,
That's it. I've known George for 9 years. We both grew up in the same hometown. Went to basically the same schools and everything. And I just like, I fancied it back then, but I didn't say anything because I didn't have the guts. And then I got guts and I did a couple of tours and I was like, yo, you want to be my girlfriend? And Actually, what happens, your brother started working for me as our sound guy. And then I was like, oh yeah, we're looking for the marketing manager. He's like, oh, my sister's looking for a job. I was like, oh, what's her name? He was like, Georgia Haynes. I was like, wait, Georgia Haynes? I was like, the one from my town. And he was like, yeah, that's the one. I was like, what's her role? And he was like, I was hired, mate. Whatever it is, we've got the role. Oh. And that was it.
You know how social media is filled with crazy questions all the time. Is Miley Cyrus pregnant? She never was pregnant. And one of them was Ben Phillips' son. What about that? Set the record straight.
I mean, like, do I have a son? Are you telling me something right now?
No.
I didn't know I was going to find this out on ITP Live.
Neither did
Bro, I didn't. Are you serious? I have a son.
His name is Rohana.
Wait, what?
His name is Rohana. You don't know
I
my
didn't
name.
know your name. Sorry, bro. I honestly thought you were Lorenza. Someone said your name was Lorenza.
My name is Lorenza.
This is epic.
S1 told me your name was
Hi guys,
Lorenza.
welcome to the Laura and Lorenzo show.
Man, I'm so sick of this.
No, S1 said to me, oh, you're going to meet the guy. I was like, I'm Lorenza.
Ben does not have a son.
What's the strangest
His
question
money is gonna go to me someday.
My son, Lorenza Phillips. Thank you.
What's the strangest question you have found on the internet, aside from this one that we've just discussed?
What about myself? I've had a few, obviously. I've had a few, like, you know, but is Ben Phillips running for a politician? Like, that would never work. They're a bit crazy guys. I've had some weird ones. There's a religion called Ben Phillips in the US.
Oh.
So, like, you know, it's like we're, like, 15 people get together every Thursday and pray about me, and it's weird.
You're kidding.
It's weird, no.
Just going to more of a serious question about YouTube and, you know, the YouTube age. They're saying that the YouTube golden age is over.
Because YouTube is focusing and is pushing more for content like the late night shows and more like music videos for celebrities.
Yeah, no, what you're saying is correct. But actually, if you saw the statement released by Susan recently, which is the CEO of YouTube, she said that actually we're going to refrain from pushing late night shows and music videos as we realize the creator is the most important part of the YouTube. And thank God you realized that and woke up before you were close to probably losing your job. No offense to you, Susie, you're doing a great job on that, but there is a bigger platform you have to run. I even tweeted YouTube myself, being like, yo, if you want someone to run it, hit me up, because we have to realize what is the heart of YouTube and how anyone in this world gets the TV movie in the first place is by starting to be a creator. So that is what the whole media operation is scared of, is the people on YouTube. They're the ones who control the entire world through millions of followers. I feel like those media operations are so scared of creators that they influence other people, no names, CEOs, no names. Yeah. Start pushing that sector, what, for an extra buck in your pocket? You've got to remember where your money came from in the beginning. Yeah. The creators, the influencers, definitely. The content creators, you know?
Especially when Google bought YouTube.
Bro, that's it.
That was all about the creators.
It's to ever put that statement out that the golden age of YouTube's gone is like, that is a sad, sad day.
For new upcoming content creators, on which app do you recommend them to be?
For an up-and-coming content creator, personally, my advice is that you get on Instagram, you start making videos, you start feeling your way around the market. Instagram's got a good algorithm right now that's promoting people in, you know, different parts of the Explore page and that. Yeah. And I honestly believe you jump from Instagram to YouTube to get your YouTube channel set up straight away. Or if you're just there to have a laugh, just upload it to your Facebook wall. Yeah. Because your friends are already there. Your fans are already there. They're your friends, your family, you know. Get 100 likes on a video.
So start with your friends on Facebook, Instagram.
Yeah. Always start small. Don't run before you can walk.
One last question.
The last
one, I promise.
The last question.
The last question.
If you could prank any YouTuber on YouTube, who would it be?
I said the name a few times, but it probably would be Jeffree Star because he's a funny guy. It's where he's like, oh my God, this is my safe and I've got all my Birkins and this is my Louis Vuitton. Prank the guy.
How would you prank?
Because his reaction was, Nate.
So shocked. I'm like,
he's so
What would
funny.
you do to him? What kind of thing?
He's just installed this brand new safe he have where he's got all his the most expensive safe. You know, it'd probably be just, I don't know, building a wall over the safe or something. It's gone. Listen, Jeffree, I'm going to replace your tracksuits and your bags with fakes. And one day you will be wearing fakes, and you'll probably spew, wouldn't you? Probably puke. I would.
Oh wow.
interesting.
Before we end this episode, guys, one last question for the gentleman, am I right? Lorenza.
Rohana. I'm loving this. Yeah, not loving this.
Is it true you've got a daughter?
I do have a daughter.
Thank you, guys. That's all we've got for ITP Live today, and that is it. Enjoy. Goodbye. I'm your host, Ben Phillips.
Subscribe,
guys.
Ring the bell.
Comment below.
Thumbs up.
Dad. Father.